So sometime after Halloween, Adult Swim has episodes 751 and 752 to air of One Piece, and at least over a month before that happens, I'd like to get my opinion on both episodes out there. Now, first of all, episode 751 was for the majority just a retelling episode, explaining some stuff like with Shanks back when Luffy was little and how Luffy got a lot of crew members. And as a guy who has so far mostly just jumped into random parts of the show, that was pretty interesting to watch, since I didn't know that Luffy got his straw hat from Shanks, nor did I know how he got at least most of his crew members. And after all that reanimated storytelling, you get back to canon and you see Luffy and his crew in the fog heading to their next destination. And not to mention getting started on what will be a new and almost 30-long episode journey arc for Adult Swim, the Zoe arc. And I thought the first episode of said Zoe arc, like, it wasn't amazing, but it was still pretty good. And I think I'd say the same thing about its second episode as well. And not to mention, number 752 will also end up being this show's first canon episode that will air on Adult Swim in at least a little while. So yeah, I guess that's cool. And some more stuff that I liked about number 752 involved some parts that I thought were kind of funny. Like when Usopp thought he wasn't coming with his team, but Zoro had to remind him. Yeah, I liked that part. And in between the takes for this video, I also saw that in the dub, they had Zoro called Usopp a moron there, which makes it even funnier in my opinion. And them showing Edward interacting with his mother. And I also did like the appearance of that dragon at the end, even though he was animated pretty weird. To me, he looked like if one of those animated Diary of a Wimpy Kid movies had a dragon. But still, like, Luffy and his crew riding on that dragon was cool. And yeah, overall, I'm just like number 751. I thought this was a pretty good episode too. I could definitely see why people would prefer the second episode of the Zoe arc over the first one, mainly because it's fully canon, like I said before. But honestly, to me, I think I might prefer the previous episode over this one. Possibly just because it's easier for me to understand, but I don't know. I think they're both pretty close episodes. A nice start to this long Zoe arc. And both of these episodes, I would also definitely take over that 4-episode long mine arc I talked about lately. Both episodes get a 7 out of 10 score for me. And now this shall be the last we see of my One Piece series for at least for a little while. So that being said, bye you guys, have a good night, and thanks for checking this video out.